Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your end of March reading. For your first card, we get the Swiftness card. I like this card because of the rainbow colors, but this is a card about dreams, daydreams. Somebody is stuck in their head daydreaming. Somebody could have been thinking about you in the past, or you were thinking about them. And this was a person from the past because we get the Lovers card, the Prudence card, and the Ten of Swords card. This person, it's almost like somebody could have approached you, but slowly. And they approached you to end some sort of cycle, to end some sort of daydream, right? It's almost like it reminds me of somebody snapping somebody back into reality, okay? Reminds me of that song, Back to Life, Back to Reality. And I don't know who sings that song, but so basically, you were daydreaming about somebody, but it was the end of something. Somebody got tired of daydreaming, possibly. They wanted to end the daydreams and they wanted something to be real. In the present, for the end of March, we have the Ace of Swords, okay? Ace of Swords. And Ace of Swords, it says, like an eagle, you see things clearly and sharply in detail, as well as in their context. This card indicates a genial free security that you already have in part, and in part still need to acquire. So, it's about you working on feeling secure within yourself. And in the present, you may not feel whole yet, okay? You may not feel whole. So you don't feel whole, and you're still working on getting there. We have the Works card, the Fortune card, and the Queen of Wands. There could be somebody or something you're not really comfortable with. We have Queen of Wands energy. Could be somebody you're dealing with that you're not really comfortable with in March, at the end of March. You're not comfortable with this person. And you may not be comfortable with the fact that they have certain things going on for them, or people may not be comfortable with certain things you have going on for you. And part of you becoming whole, you're learning to let go of other people's jealousy. You're learning to, like, for example, if people are jealous of you, you're learning how to be like, well, that's okay. Whatever. I'm successful. At the end of the day, I'm successful. They don't pay my bills at the end of the day. And so why worry about what they think? So you're learning how to become whole that way, possibly. Something involving other people's opinions, and you're learning to basically feel whole anyways. Now in April, we have the Tower card, okay? The Tower card. Says risk openness and directness. Take it as an experiment which you follow with trust, confidence, and the willingness to surprise and be surprised. Open your eyes. So the Tower card is basically telling you in April to open your eyes about a certain person or situation, okay? You've been giving your all to a certain situation. We have 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and the Strife card, okay? You need to open your eyes when it comes to somebody or their family, okay? You need to open your eyes, okay? Maybe open your eyes to something that is generational. And that's what you'll be doing in April. Now, your attitude at the end of March is the Priestess. Okay. So what does the Priestess energy say? I keep skipping over it. It's like the second page. I would think it would be the second page. Okay, so your attitude when you're dealing with a certain situation or person is that nothing you really say affects this person because it says general advice does not help. It's your life, and you shall see and enjoy its fruits. You can cry, laugh, cry, and sing. Stay true to yourself. So, you could be in a situation where people want to give you a lot of advice about something with this High Priestess card. That advice is not going to help in this situation. You need to feel your feelings, okay? And your attitude could be that you just want to feel your feelings. You don't want other people coming in and giving you advice and telling you what to do, and because it's not helping. You're in a very successful time in your life at the end of March. We have abundance, success, and we have somebody that takes responsibility for their actions. You are somebody who knows that the only person you can control is yourself. You know that you can't control other people, and because you realize this important thing that a lot of people don't realize, it has caused you to be the abundant, successful person that you are today. You take responsibility for yourself, and you're just a successful person. So I don't understand what the Ace of Cards was saying you were lacking. Everyone does need to work on themselves regardless of what they realize and don't realize, but only you know what you need to work on, okay? Now, influencing this situation, we have the defeat card, which is the Five of Swords. Somebody could have criticized you, or you could have criticized somebody. um there's some sort of criticism coming in is what's influencing the situation. Somebody could be criticizing you at this time. We have the Empress, the Science, and the Princess of Wands. So you could be dealing with two people that could be criticizing you at this time. The Empress could be a baby mama. And the Princess of Wands, I really don't know who this Princess of Wands is. So I will have to look up the Princess of Wands. It's almost like you have two people that both want different things and you can't please both of them, right? And people try to give you advice and advice don't help, you know? So Princess of Wands, okay. That's somebody who's kind of playful, somebody who may be young. So you could be dealing with an older person and a younger person, possibly. And neither one of them is ever happy. And between those two people, we get the Science card, okay? Science. I've never really heard the Six of Swords called that before, but okay. The advice is to not close yourself off from others. Respect the distance, the difference, and the necessary transmissions between one another. Understand the needs of your fellow humans and make them understand what motivates you. Apply all of your entire mediation skills and arts of combination so that they flow between you and your fellow humans, and you can steer your own course in the flow of events. So basically, the advice from this card is to consider everyone's needs, and as well to consider your needs. Use the best mediation skills that you have. And if you're not good with mediation, get a mediator, someone who can mediate this situation. Maybe a counselor or a family therapist or family counselor, someone who can mediate this situation to help diffuse all this criticism, because criticism doesn't help. Somebody's criticizing you, it does not help you. And so there needs to be a mediator between this Empress and this Princess of Wands, because if you're not willing to do it, then you need to get a mediator to do it, okay? These two people may not even be criticizing you, they could be criticizing each other. So it's two people fighting, possibly fighting over you, maybe fighting over time with you. Okay, I've never gotten this card before this card came out. I don't know if it's like just a decoration or what it is, you know? So what I'm going to do, since I'm not finding it in the book, is I'm going to put it somewhere else and pull out some more cards for what you don't see coming. All right. For your obstacle, we get the Lust card. The Lust card is your obstacle. It could be that there's somebody you don't get along with, but you may still find them attractive. It's like, I don't like this person, but I still find them attractive. For love, it says, choose pleasure as a state of being. This means you're involved with something and become a part of something that is bigger than you. So your obstacle could be that you have unwillingly become a part of something that is bigger than you. Guard and protect yourself from senseless idols and against impositions in the name of love and desire. Give your love of life a new chance. So, it's telling you to embrace your life, love your life. There's two people walking away from a situation, okay? We have the Prince of Swords and the Princess of Swords, and we also have the Futility card. So these two people are going their own way. And you may not like these two people. You may think they're out to get you or that they won't leave you alone. I don't know who these two people are, but they're going their own way, okay? And that's also the obstacle. It may be an obstacle for somebody to go their own way, to leave their situation. The Princess of Swords, is somebody who's very argumentative, and, she could have been the one giving you problems and wanting to keep arguing with you, but she is leaving this situation. Or your obstacle could be getting her to leave the situation. Maybe you don't believe that she's actually going to leave the situation. The outcome of everything is the happiness card. You're going to be happy at the end of March. Happiness. You're going to be happy. So you're dealing with somebody who has a lot of illusions. They may be very generous, but they also this person also feels very helpless, okay? And maybe that's why they're so generous. They think that if they're really generous, they can prevent an ending. But it's basically saying that you have to appear on the scene, then you can take the threads in hand. So, in other words, for you to get this person to stop being a certain way, which, I mean, we talked earlier, that only you can control yourself, but even though only you control yourself and not other people, you do still have some influence on this person. Now, when you appear on the scene, we get the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Luxury card. You could be making somebody some sort of offer with the Knight of Cups, but you're stuck in your head about it with this interference card. And this card, whatever it is you're offering them, involves luxury, okay? Luxury. And you're not really sure that they're going to take the offer. You're trying to tell this person that they need to rest, is what you're trying to tell them. So if somebody's been arguing with you a lot lately, you're trying to tell them that they need to rest. And that's what's going to make you happy, is speaking your truth, telling this person that, look, you need to give it a rest. That's your offer to them. Give it a rest. Let it go for a while. Give it a rest. Somebody could be giving something a rest that causes you to be happy at the end of March. What you don't see coming is the Sun card. You're going to be happy. I want to see what else it says in the book. So the advice for love is to continue to grow with life. That is to live more consciously, experience consciously, and also age happily. This opens up a luminous perspective for each partnership. The longer, the better. This is true, even if the relationship evolves further and each partner always gets enough sun. So you're basically enjoying your life. You could also be literally spending some time out in the sun. And that's what you don't see coming. Maybe the weather's going to get better in your area. It's going to get sunnier and hotter at the end of March. Now, with what you don't see coming, we get the adjustment card, the sorrow card, and the power card. Um, so I want to see what that Three of Swords says because I always forget. Because I've had so many decks and then I confuse the meanings. The advice is to be more sincere. You need to be more sincere. And you're being more sincere when it comes to supporting people, okay? Supporting people. So you're being more sincere when it comes to supporting people. And it's telling you not to hide your feelings behind rational grounds. You need to represent your convictions courteously and consistently because if you are satisfied, you can bring peace to a situation. So if you basically speak your truth, and tell somebody how you really feel, that's what's going to bring you happiness. And it's not that you're not supporting somebody. You are supporting somebody, but you're supporting them in the right way, right? By being honest, by being blunt with somebody. You're trying to support somebody in the right way by being honest with them. And that's what's going to make you happy, okay? Is expressing your truth, okay? Because when we just hold things in, it doesn't make us happy. It causes inner conflict, and then the inner conflict eventually brings about outer conflict, and so you're expressing your truth, and that's what you don't see coming. You don't. It's almost like you're very successful and happy, but you could have come from a background or a place or a time in your life where you weren't really good at wording things. Maybe in your childhood you weren't good at wording things, but now that you're an adult, you amaze yourself sometimes with the way you're able to eloquently, tell somebody exactly how you feel and why and what you want. So, and the only reason I say that is because that was in your what you don't see coming. It's like you don't see yourself just opening up and being the great communicator that you are. You could be a person of few words. Some of you don't really say a lot and you just do. You work and come home and you support your family, but when you have to, you do speak up and do what you need to do. You do what needs to be done. So I'm not really sure what this situation is about with all the cards and energies, and this reading was just confusing. But the general advice, is for you to keep working on yourself and for you to stand up for yourself, in the most supportive way possible, supporting yourself, supporting everyone else, and supporting everyone's concerns, including your own. And That's what's going to get you to where you need to be. And so that's all I have. My advice would be not to stoop to somebody's level. Okay, if somebody is criticizing you and, they're using, jargon or slang or inappropriate words, do not stoop to their level. Continue to be a great communicator. Continue to communicate to them like they are a human being, and hopefully it'll help them snap out of it. And if they don't snap out of it, well, that you know who's the one with the problem, right? So, just keep working on yourself, and keep focusing on your family, um, because it looks like things are getting better. It looks like the sun is coming out for you at the end of March. Thank you.